The Department of Homeland Security recently disclosed that Muhammad Zahid Chaudhry, a Pakistani national who previously served in the US military, has a long history of criminal activity and false claims regarding his military service. Chaudhry first entered the US in 1998 on B-2 tourist visa. According to DHS, he intentionally omitted a criminal record from Australia where he had been convicted for theft, passport fraud, and financial misconduct. DHS also reported that Chaudhry falsely claimed he had been deployed to Iraq, despite the Department of Defense records showing no such deployment ever occurred. A Department of Defense official confirmed to Fox News Digital that only individuals with legal status such as green card holders can enlist in the US military. Unauthorized migrants are strictly prohibited from joining. US Immigration Authority had initially determined in 2008 that Chaudhry's falsified forms and omission of prior convictions were sufficient ground for removal. However, he has been fighting the decision through appeals for nearly 17 years. DHS Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin criticized politicians and media outlets for portraying Chaudhry sympathetically and unquote, "Sanctuary politicians and the media continue to push a false narrative about a stereo fraudster. President Trump and his Secretary Noem have made it clear criminal illegal aliens are not welcome in the United States." End of quote. McLaughlin also stressed the real-world consequences of these portrayals, highlighting a reported 1,000% increase in assaults against ICE officers. She said, and I quote, "These types of misleading stories make the job of our ICE officers even more dangerous." End of quote. In addition to immigration violations, Chaudhry has been accused of defrauding federal programs. A 2021 Inspector General report obtained by Fox News Digital showed that he received $449,000 in taxpayer dollars from the Department of Veterans Affairs, Veteran Benefit Administration. He also reported owes $81,000 for a mortgage reduction grant he received from the same program. Chaudhry initially obtained a green card after entering a tourist visa, but it was later revoked once immigration authorities discovered his prior criminal history and his dishonesty. This revocation rendered him an undocumented immigration under US law. He was arrested on August 21, 2025 during a citizenship appointment in Tukwila, Washington, and is currently detained by US Immigration and Customs Enforcement ICE. An immigration judge has now placed him in removal proceedings after ruling that he violated federal immigration law. Chaudhry's detention has sparked the protest in Seattle, with hundreds demonstrating outside the ICE facility demanding his release. Seattle radio host Jason Rantz criticized Democrats for portraying Chaudhry as a victim. He says, and I quote, "He has a documented criminal history. His permanent residence was already denied, yet some continue to cast him as a victim. When political leaders refuse to recognize the difference between criminal illegal immigrants and those seeking a better life, it's a serious problem." End of quote. Chaudhry's wife, Melissa, who has not responded to media requests, is currently running for Congress in Washington's 9th District following her unsuccessful bid in the 2024 Democratic primary.